So we're back with some more Unicorn Overlord. Last time we saved Scarlet, and also, apparently we died. They broke a seal on the shrine, and Baltru being evil as per usual. But don't worry, we have plot armor, so we're alive again. And, well, they decided not to kill Scarlet because reasons, I guess. But yeah, because of the way we had it saved, it immediately threw us into the cutscene, which is why it's paused right here. So let's see the aftermath of all that, shall we?
Elaine.
Is it wise for you to be out of bed?
I'm alright. Thank you, Elaine, for everything.
You're welcome. I mean, it's not like we fought the final boss of the game or anything, but, you know, keep you alive, let's say. And we died as a result, so, you know, there's that.
I already told you I'm okay. It's just... I heard everything. Back at the sanctuary. Faintly, and through a fog of pain. But still clear enough.
Well, glad that you
Galerius
heard all
spoke true.
that.
Pontifex Errant is my father. I'm sorry
What
for
a
keeping it
cleric
hidden.
being good. A
If
daughter
anyone
of a
deserves to
saint?
know,
Who would have seen that
it's
one?
you. I only hope you can forgive me.
Well, I'm sure there's
There is
something
none to
you can
forgive.
make up to
Should
us
knowledge
for
of
it.
your birth be made public, it would only invite danger. You were not wrong to hide it. Beside which, I'm certain your father delivered you from Albion praying for your well-being above all else. Just as my own mother did with me.
How convenient that
appreciate
both of it happened. We relate so
If
much.
anything, that does answer a lingering question or two. From the day we first met, you were always...
Always what?
complaining about how untidy the lodgings were, or how ill-equipped the cathedral was.
Ooh, got her.
As if such a thing is my fault. My home in Albion was a grand estate staffed with dozens of servants, and our cathedral the greatest architectural marvel.
Ah, must be nice to be so rich.
All that besides, I was but a child when I was secreted away to Palavia.
Everybody else also find
I'm
it
just teasing.
awfully convenient
It's
how
good to see you've
all
recovered
of
enough
the
to put up a fair
religions always just seem to have so
I'd
much
hardly
money
call
to
it
them, yet
fair.
they're
In all
yeah,
seriousness,
usually
though,
they're made
I
to
don't
be
wish to
out
put you
on
in harm's
living
way
off of
any
bare
more than I
means, yet
already
they're like,
have.
oh, we have these grand cathedrals and all this
I'm the one who
stuff that's
invited
been
that
like
danger
custom
by
built
keeping
for
my
it. So if
birth
you're
hidden
like,
from
doesn't
you.
that cost
And
money?
Galerius made it
Like,
clear enough.
I'm just saying,
I've
it seems
served
a
my
little sus.
usefulness to them. I doubt he and his cohorts will spare another thought on me. What I mean to say is, you needn't worry for my safety. I'm staying with you, and I'll more than earn my keep.
Oh, you're absolutely staying with us, even
And
if you
here
weren't going
I
to be
thought you were a
useful.
second away from ordering a meal at Death's Tavern. That kind of fire, though, and you'll be the one doing the cooking.
Whoa, cancel,
I'd rather you
Blex.
didn't tease me, thank you.
Apologies for interrupting this tender moment, Your
What,
Highness, but
Joseph?
I
We're
come
having
bearing
a moment
news.
here.
Princess Virginia has been sighted in the land of Drakenhold.
Oh, Princess
I'm
Virginia.
sorry, who?
Niece to the departed Queen Elenia, an elder cousin of our
A
very prince
cousin.
here.
You know what that means.
She had been lost to us a
So
great
you're
many
saying we're good.
years. That is, of course, until now. It would seem she's taken refuge in the dominion of the dragons.
Of course. I mean, can't have
Now,
wyvern riders
I'm
without a
certain
land of
your
drag.
focus lies on the revelation you bore at the sanctuary, and I cannot fault you for such. Yet, assuming these reports hold true, it would be unseemly of us to abandon the princess when she needs us most.
Wasn't even thinking of doing
Pray,
that.
consider redirecting your advance.
And Scarlet rejoins us at, what, like level 2 or something? So, you know, maybe a little under-leveled for now. So that's what we have experience books from the sigils and whatnot for. Wow, okay, get absolutely dumpstered, all of you. Idealist hand mirror, power bell. Okay. You think you would get a little more renowned than that, considering, you know, we killed Galerius? Yeah, of course he came back to life instead. The army packs a punch, and now he'll be packing a little more with us in full. Use us however you see fit. Oh, phrasing there. Okay. I'm pretty good at building stuff too, just let me know if you need a hand. teacher can rebuild broken bridges, try taking a closer look at it you come across. Well, we do actually have one built. One bridge to rebuild at the moment. Whether or not I have the resources is another thing, though. And of course, you can lead the aerial recon to me. Glad to be with you, Prince Lane. Love seeing you, Freya. It's just very unfortunate. I don't know what happened. The rest of the flyers got the rest of the genetics, I guess, but it is what it is. Freya allowed me to join Fran on the scouting team. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, very generic paladin? Yeah. How's Renald doing? He's yet to wake, but otherwise appears well. Scarlet's healing has done its job. We got bad news, Elaine. Real bad. Renald's gone missing. He's what? He should barely be able to walk, let alone slip out of her watch. Think he went back to Zenoria? I highly doubt that's the case. Renald was ever the honorable knight, though perhaps he overly principled in his ways. Manipulated as he was the last 10 years, I imagine he struggles to bear the weight of his actions. If anything, I presume his disappearance is a means of hiding the shame in his heart. Well, sure, he caused a lot of suffering, but the guy wasn't himself, right? Even still, that's just the sort of man he is. And now he's no longer under his Zenorian sway. I doubt Renald will cause us any more issue. I propose we let him go, Your Highness. I agree. Now let's confirm how things stand. Pray look at this map.
This is the state of Febrith at present.
You think Gornia would be doing a little better,
than I'm happy seeing.
especially after all of our liberation, but
We
alright.
have much work ahead of us. But where to begin?
To the south, if you would seek Princess Virginia.
Oh, well, we just
Though
might.
if we hope to proceed into Drakenhold, we must first win back the crossing that once marked our border with
I
them.
easily don't.
Let us make
Won't
for mere
be
checkpoint,
issue.
Your Highness, in the southeast reaches of Cornea.
Okay. The Kingdom of
Alternatively,
Dragons.
your revelation spoke of Elheim to the southwest of our lands.
That it did.
If you wish to reach its shores, we will have to traverse the Winding Wood, directly past the Witch's Swamp.
Well, we already cleared out the Witch's Swamp, so that should be alright. Decisions. I've marked both destinations on your map, Your Highness. The route we take from here lies entirely in your hands. Nice to see that I'm not shoehorned immediately into going whichever way, and we actually have a little bit of agency of where we go. There are so many people just chilling right now. Adele and Bernice, huh? Hold a moment, is that you, Bernice? Ah, it is. We've not seen each other since you left the Horde. Got booted from it, you mean? Guess this means you ride for the Liberation. It does. The time felt right now that my providence is rid of its cruel lord. If I may, though, you're carrying quite the blade. I take it you still bear little interest in cavalry work, then. I'd rather stick to what I do best. Yep, me horses don't really see eye to eye. I remember, the day of our training, you spent more time on the ground than in the saddle. Amusing, yes. Still, none of us could have ever matched your skill with the blade. Good thing is, there's more to being a knight than whomping around on some dumb beast. Wow, okay. Horse girlies in shambles? Besides, I'm just a regular old mercenary now, and that's for us. Steel's the only thing that matters. It's fair, yes, I'm sorry for even mentioning. See, you just stirred up some old memories. Don't worry about it. Gotta say, though, it feels good being back on the same side. See you on the battlefield. I can't wait. Alright, sure, very platonic. Alright, yeah, sure. It is their first one, I think, so it makes sense. Seeing Lord Renald like that helped me realize that there are no guarantees in life. I only hope I grow strong enough to protect my home no matter what may come with it. How nice. We owe our ability to the Liberation and their generosity. You may not realize, but they lend us no small number of soldiers. Lord Renald was a man changed after he capitulated to those foul Nords. He joined their side so much as a second thought, lending them both materials and manpower alike. Oh boy, a Radiant Knight. Combat somebody class capable of completely negating magic damage. That sounds broken. Says an art we've cultivated through diligent practice. Not really sure how diligent practice keeps you from negating magic attacks, but yeah, sure. And does nobody wreck these guys? Okay, there we go. That our main team, Cam. That ought to be more than enough for today. Thank you, my prince. As a cavalry class, we find ourselves susceptible to flying enemies. Take note of the enemy's formations if you plan to deploy some future battles. Take note of that 2,000 you just gave me. Lord Renell was a fine 19 once. A shame such he can only be said in the past. Was it the defeated Zenoria's hand that caused his heart to sour? I can only wonder. Or, like mind control, just Fire Emblem things. Two men from the Liberation saved our lives when there were bandits chasing us throughout the city. Sir Clive is the one who rescued me. He's so strong and determined, yet holds such steely defiance. Alright, Clive already got an admirer. It was the gallant Sir Hodrick who helped me get out. He's got a heavy presence in it, but somehow understated too. Yeah, okay, have fun with that. This area used to be a disputed territory between us and Drakenholm, but that was a long time ago, years before Zenoriah came along. Nowadays, all the battering rams and catapults are gathering dust. A fair few termite drops too. Well, the walls of the north here used to safeguard our city against both Drakenhold and storms. But with everything under Zenorian control now, it serves no purpose. You can walk straight through. Thanks for that. I'm out of the mind to do a spot map making, but I've far too many years for that kind of travel. Perhaps you can let me copy off of yours instead. I'll happily pay you for the privilege, of course, though my price will depend on how complete it is. I'll shoot for 10% of the map to start. Easy enough? You really did. Just give me a few moments to copy this out. Hey, free quest out of the way, and we get renowned for it. Don't mind if I do. Honestly, I thought I'd spend my twilight years traveling the world making maps, but Zenoria put an end to it. Why don't you come back once you filled in 25% of your map? Ah, well, we done that too. I think we're like 30 to 35%. Free mining and free meal tickets. Of course, after I did like all the mining. Free meal tickets, so we take those. Even more renown, okay. See this village here, between this lake and that mountain? Yeah, I definitely see it right now. That's where I met my late wife a great many years ago. Do me a favor and come back once you filled in 50% of your map. Be easier said than done, but we'll see what we can do about that. Honor symbolizes your success as a commander. The more you got, the greater the army you can lead. Now, speaking for myself, I never know if I should use them to get more units or add more slots to the ones I already have. I don't know, I mean, generally, it seems like once you have enough slots in general, then you can just keep dumping people into them. You're with the Liberation, right? Mind passing message to that red-haired fellow you got with you. You saved my sister when she fell in the canal. Dove right in with full armor, no less. Now all she talks about is the Crimson Knight that saved her. He's her hero. Alright, Lex putting in work too. All the boys over here just... Oh man, they're already set. Okay, alright. Lord Renell was a horrible tyrant who worked us to the bone and deeper, but now we're finally free. After his defeat, Lord Renell simply disappeared. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, it could be kind of sus, don't you think? You can find an awful lot of mercenaries in big cities like this, though not too many are keen on fighting an uphill battle. The Liberation's got a long road ahead of them. We're like almost rank B renown. It can't be that bad, right? I guess we could put Scarlet here if we really wanted to. Although we got plenty more people at the station now. Nina, why not? Deliveries, it's already maxed out. We can go in the tavern if we want to. Surely you gotta have something good in the armory. Pendants, that's just an immediate buy every time. Dove Plume for initiative, honestly, I'll take it. Base PP +1, magic defense +3, 16 physical attack. Activates after an enemy uses healing magic. Attack it, ignore 30% of the target's defense. And they can't guard it. I mean, honestly, not bad, although I'm not sure if it's better than what I have with him. We do have the General's Bow, which has one more physical attack and still gives the PP up. It's more so if we want to deal with healers or not. I suppose we'll buy it on the off chance that we get another bow unit, because considering we only have one, surely we'll get another one sooner rather than later. Gambler's Coin. Buff an ally for their next attack grants plus 30% attack plus 50% critical damage. Minus 50% accuracy, though, that is, that's probably a deal breaker right there. If you said, like, minus 25% accuracy, it'd probably be too good. So maybe, like, 35, I don't know, 50 is, yikes. Like, 50%, you basically have to have another item that boosts your accuracy, so that way it even becomes viable. But then at that point, you're giving up 2 item slots for 30% attack and 50% critical damage, which isn't bad necessarily, but still something to think about. Did I not buy the bows and all that after that?
You're in the right place.
Yeah. Well, good thing I went back and grabbed those, huh? Alright.
I swear I'll keep them safe.
Rip my money. Is there anything else we can really do around here? I mean, there's a church over here, but other than that... And then that's the town, but we would have to do a level 38 mission. Very convenient that they didn't say anything about Bistorius. Like, why is that? Because it shows a road that we could go into it from here. So, like, why isn't Bistorius an option for us? May as well check out the black market dealer. Pretty sure I bought everything I wanted from him. Starless bow, yeah, that's too weak at this point. The free blind is nice. I don't know if it's good enough, though. These are just for report, as far as I'm aware. And we got the Idealist hand mirror for free when we did that last fight. Last character's appearance and growth can be changed. So you can change somebody's growths with this. So if somebody really sucks in their growth, you could change it. I imagine they probably did a pretty decent job of setting up the quote-unquote correct growths for people. But if they introduced an item like that, then surely there's some growths they either messed up on purpose or were unsure of, and they're like, let the players figure it out. Well, Emperor Galerius' domain lies beyond this point. Turn around or die where you stand. Yeah. And we turn back. And okay, that's why it doesn't show up. Probably once we beat him, then it'll become available to us. But that's fine, because it's not as if we can't get around it. Call for Keitra, sure, why not? Poor old bridge, won't be easy getting it back into shape. Think it'll take 30 pieces of quartzite if you really want to make it happen. I want to say we have that after all of our mining. Yeah, there should be plenty. Alright, well, let's repair it, shall we? Rip my stone, and that's that. Glad I could be helped. Plus 100 reward, okay. And I do illusions, free status. Our route to Grand Korean lies just ahead, Your Highness. Proceed forth and let the final battle against Galerius commence in truth. Yeah, something tells me I might just die if I do that. I mean, that's... Yeah, let's just take a look at this. Oh, level 40. Yeah, that's not happening. Level 40. Why is this even an option? I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could just spam the sigil fight forever and just keep getting XP like that, but that seems like... That just seems grindy pain. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Do of illusion. Of course, we gotta throw it on our main lord. I mean, how could we not? Skill? I mean, I don't really think he has accuracy issues like that, but may as well take it. Can we go over this without triggering it? Yeah. Just gonna go with a no on that one. Well, okay then. So we built a bridge that didn't mean anything for the fact that I can't really use it without getting immediately bodied. Alright, well, we got a report with Keitra, if anything, so that counts for something, right? Oh, we didn't rebuild this area? Why is that? I guess we just forgot because we got plenty of materials for it. Okay, then. Thank you kindly, Your Highness. We'd still be living off of water and old bread if you had come along and helped us out. That does not sound like fun. Station a guard. Yeah, just put somebody down there.
Here to shop? Come back.
I should get some more provisions at some point, but for now.
You're in the right place.
Icy Blow. Attack a single target, inflict freeze. So it's a free freeze. Giving more people HP, that's probably worthwhile. Maybe just for the freeze opportunity. Just so that way people stop getting counterattacked. 13 damage is really not all that great though. Every time I forget to buy it before I leave out of there. I'm gonna still take that talisman though. An extra 10 HP could be the difference between somebody living and dying, which could make actually a difference in the fight. Saw that shining thing, it was like, alright, if I just hug the wall, I should be able to get it. Just barely saw that one, but I did. Life is a cruel, miserable beast, no matter which lord rules over us. Policornia is after a new leader, you know? I just pray we find one that's kind of see. You don't mind me saying so, Your Highness. Thanks for that. The last battle I fought was a right mess, I'll tell you what. Got stuck in the woods, so I couldn't see much, then we got ambushed and had to run for our lives. Units comprised solely of cavalry soldiers boast tremendous mobility compared to the infantry peers. Not to mention, they make for a gallant side OD. I just thought a man on a horse. Okay, so she's thirsting out in the open, gotcha. My grandma says she saw Queen Elenia once. Apparently she was the most beautiful queen that's ever lived. I mean, she definitely has a good design. That's a little much, don't you think? But she definitely is not lacking. We may have had our the odd skirmish with Dragonhold here and there, but all in all, life was much easier when Queen Elenia was still around. Makes sense. Can't imagine we didn't hit that ruins up, and we did. Elaine and Aubin, huh? Okay. Gotta say, I didn't think people this nice were really out. Who's the speaker? Talking about you, boss. I mean, who's ever heard of a guy asking an enemy soldier to join up with them? They're really just memeing on the whole Fire Emblem aspect of it, which is understandable. Could have sworn you had the sense to knock Flab out again. But maybe that's gotten a mercy that being a king is all about. Enough of this, I beg. I stand before you, Prince Alvin, and only then through the constant aid of my entire army. Good to see you staying humble about it. But you really are different, boss. The rest of the world treats us mercs no better than dirt, just paying us our gold, then sending us to die. Oh, wow. Sounds like a concept of real life, huh? With you, though, we get given the same kind of respect that any knight would. And I realized that was so unusual. Yeah, my reason for hiring you was simply because I felt you deserved my trust, not for any sense of moral superiority. Sure it was. As you said before, it's the only coin which motivates your support of the Liberation's cause. So I swear to you now that you shall have all your coin and much more once Corny has returned to its proper rulers. Oh, good. Look forward to it. You didn't seem so too convinced about that, but okay. We do a quick look through the towns here, on the off chance I didn't give them everything they need. Which apparently I didn't do in this one. I could have easily forgotten about it, though. I wish my fool of a son would trade that sword of his for a spade. He should work the field, settle down with a nice one. Keeps going on about making himself a name, but he can barely even hold the thing. Our people used to adore Lord Bernal. He was a kind knight, bearing both wisdom and bravery in equal measure. But now we've only ever remembered him as a cruel oppressor. Doesn't matter if you have the kindest lord or the worst tyrant. Nothing ever changes at a tiny town like this. Just you wait. Me and my sword are going to make a name for ourselves, and I'll finally get out of this miserable place. You know, good luck to you. You know, the castle over in the capital is humongous. I nearly fainted the first time I saw it. I hope they get to go back again soon. We'll see about all that. I'm thinking I maybe didn't have the apples for this originally. Or it might have been after the fight with Renal, in which case we hadn't just gone back to it just yet. Ah, we're getting so close to the B rank, man. So close. Miriam, you can chill here, sure, why not?
I would be honored to accept.
The possessions Lord Renault stole from us may be gone forever, yes, but we've still rebuilt. I have great faith. Good for you. Alright then, who else do we need to rebuild? Apparently Sudtown. Alright then. I don't have any unsullied timber. Well, alright then. Guess you guys are getting unrepaired for a moment. Stone circles everywhere, and yet nothing I'm able to do to interact with them just yet. I think I got just about every other city repaired over here. At least that I have access to. It's actually just this one city. Apparently there's an angel over here. Not sure why he decided to show up now, but sure. I only have 12 on me here. I don't think there's really anything in particular I want from you just now. Would definitely like this pendant, or this angel plume. Plus 20 initiative will pretty much just mean anybody that grabs it is going to go first, would be my guess. Dynamic glide, evade a single hit, grants the user plus 20 physical attack. Costs 2 PP, but the extra 10 HP and initiative is really nice. Get some defense on it too. This white cat ear hood seems insane, though. Plus 1 base PP, plus 10 initiative. And then allows an ally to attack again. And grants them plus 1 AP for doing so. That just seems really good. I mean, I don't think I'm crazy at saying that. Oh, apparently we had a report thing over here. Elaine and Scarlet in the area of the event. Makes sense. Do you remember this place, Elaine? How could I not? Ike's and I used to waste hours in these woods fashioning fallen branches into makeshift swords. And eating nuts from the trees until your stomach's hurt. Don't forget. Yes, it's a rather embarrassing memory. Oh hey, what are you guys doing out here? Could ask you the same thing, Lex. Oh, you know, just figure I'd see how the island been doing since we left. That old altar's the same as always, by the way. You used to get so mad at us for playing back there, Scarlet. I was actually more of a you problem, Lex, and only because you kept trying to climb on the statue. Guess so, yeah. Well, I better get going. Stomach's been killing me for some reason. How awfully convenient. Yeah, we're not gonna say that because you two will probably leave. Please tell me you haven't been eating any nutsackers. No, of course not. Oh no, we would never. No. Alright, well, another angel, yet I don't have enough divine stuff to make anything happen there. Some sort of symbol there we can't make use of just yet. Kind of quest we still have going on over here. Main quest, yeah, no. Sigils, yeah, that's gonna be a minute before that happens. Oh, we can try and rebuild the other bridge. Building an army, just hire a mercenary. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know. We could choose from. I think this one had Griffin Riders. Here you can exchange honors and enlist new soldiers. First select the class of mercenary you'd like to hire to your army. 7 honors, huh? I'll take it. Griffin Riders seem to be pretty good. A character's growth type will influence how their stats improve. The order of the growth types does not affect their priority. Okay, good to know. We gotta have a better name than this. Bernadette, really? Emily? I mean, it is a little whatever, but that's it. Initiative and crit rate. You have so low crit rate anyways, I don't know if you really need crit rate on a Griffin Rider, but... What if we start from here? Party is literally just increased stats to everything as opposed to the keen. Okay then. Offensive, definitely one for them. Offensive seems good for them. What about if we change Go-Getter? Party is just straight up stat increases. More offensive, I lose physical defense and magic defense. I got magic attack, which is very much so, who cares? Defensive is just straight up increases all around. Only at 1 though, really doesn't make much of a difference in the stats I want. Accuracy, I don't think they really suffer from accuracy like that. I mean, it is D rank, but even still. Lucky, I mean, that could be good to just make them like a flying dodge tank. They're already evasive as is to melee units, so making them even more so wouldn't be bad. Keen crit rate, I mean, it does get all our damage up for only one initiative on one magic loss. It's not the worst thing. Guardian, somehow I lose magic defense and a thing that's supposed to be more initiative. Okay, but Go-Getter, probably Go-Getter offensive, maybe? All around here. It's really not bad either. Initiatives. At that point, it's like, do I want more initiative at the cost of one attack in each of them and one accuracy? I think Go-Getter offensive is what we're looking for here. May as well check out all the colors we can see for it. The blue's nice. Red's also nice. Green's good too. So many good colors for the Falcon Knights, or Griffin Riders. Yeah. Okay. We could do a pink, although I don't know how good that's really going to go with our Griffin here. But the hair color, okay, it is actually her. I thought it was doing it for the wings for a second. What would go with the pink, though? Pink orange, maybe? Just double up on the pink. I mean, yeah, certainly, okay. Black iron armor doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go black iron for that. Your feathers are all sorts of wrong. The black is like really done up. Maybe? That seems fine.
Joining the battle. I'm leaving for now.
That's supposed to be sincere?
Wherever you'd like me.
I can't hold out much longer. As you command.
I await your next orders. Consider it ours. I'm ready to fight.
Hot-blooded, nah. Rough shot at the good, composed.
There's no room for error. Backing you up.
Meh, apathetic, nah. Noble, maybe?
I stand triumphant.
I can move no further.
Farewell, for now. 'Tis quite the predicament.
Alright, maybe not so much. I'm thinking... Still probably
This will come in handy. My thanks.
Alright, we're going with this. Emily the Griffin Knight. Why not?
I won't let you down.
Best class choice, am I right? Alright, well that should at least get us a quest out of the way. 10 right now isn't exactly much, but I'll take it. Arch and Bernice, huh? They would have a support? Okay, sure. I said you got it in back there. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. Yeah, figures you'd even realize it was happening, an enemy came up behind you in that last battle. But you smacked him away without so much as thinking about it. Didn't even use your staff, just fist. I suppose my left hand does ache a bit. Oh no, are you gonna be... what's his name? Like a Wayne or something? Knocked the guy out cold too. Pretty good for a fluke if you ask me. You gotta tap into that skill, training you up into a real bruiser. Please never stand that close to me again. Oh my. Saying you don't want to learn how to fight? Shame, I'd be glad to teach you. I'll not be undergoing any martial instruction, thank you. But not enough time to hone my sorcery as it stands. Now come on, a little muscle will give that magic of yours all the oomph you could ever need. Not how that works in this game, but sure. Now quit your complaining and let's get started already. Oh man. Okay, Bernice. Now please, someone help. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Well, it appears you're gonna be the only one enjoying this based off of his reactions, but sure. What other quest do we have going along here? The bridge, that's right. Forget where the bridge actually was, though. Wasn't it over here, maybe, or over here? It's got to be one of them that leads up to it. I guess we can try this way. We haven't been able to get rid of this knight regularly, really? Okay, there we go. May as well pick up some free money while we're at it, right? I mean, I just spent a good amount, and apparently there's some more reports over here. May as well go take a look at those. Way more reports than I was thinking around, although we did do that flight, so that probably helped push it over the edge. Who's this? Elaine and Clive, okay. If I may, Clive, how would you feel about joining my royal guard after peace is restored to the land? Alright, well really just threw that out there already, okay. Joseph has told me much of the groundwork you laid in establishing our liberation. The many moons you and he labored in hopes of one day repelling Zenoria's onslaught. Such strength of will could prove invaluable in my service, I'm certain. Your Highness, I am truly honored to hear you utter such praise. As you know, I've little left to call my own in this world, no family to speak of, and no retainers to my name. Yet that's precisely why I must return home at the conclusion of this war, to take stewardship of the land my father gave his life to protect. My mother and sister would surely have wanted the same had they only lived to see the day. Very well, I'll not fault you for respecting their wishes. All I ask is that you continue the march beside us until that day comes. As if I could ever wish for anything else, I swear it on my very name, Your Highness. And thank you for believing me worthy of a place among your royal guard. It is a badge I shall wear with pride for the rest of my days. Dang, we really got a whole support conversation just to get rejected. Feels bad, man. There was a way to check supports around the map. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, of course it'd be right next to the church. Apples, give me the apples. It looks like I can just keep buying them from these guys every once in a while. Alright, see if we can get our money back off of this guy. Or if we're not at that point. Apparently we're just not at that point. A little bit more damage and we'd be good, but that's okay. Talk to Sharon. Yeah, sure, why not? Thank you, man. Please, it's my pleasure. I scraped my knee real bad. Oh, is this really where we're going with this? There, all better now. Oh, I see. Okay. Now, what seems to be the matter? Oh, my stomach hurts. Yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. I know your game, pal. You're just faking sick so you can see Sharon. Oh, is this the way we're going with this? Okay, then. Like you can talk. Who's ever heard of going to a healer for a little scrape? Not so loud. Just think what she would say if she heard us talking like this. You know, I think she would still be okay. They're kind of soul to be doing this year. Especially on a day you're meant to be resting. Yes, well, it's the only way I feel I can repay my debt. Your debt to whom? The orphanage here in Ron. It's where I was raised, actually, and the thought they received plenty of donations after Zenoria invaded, there's still so much they need my help. As I've noticed, yes, I only ask that you not exert yourself beyond your means. I won't, though. If anyone should be making that request, it's me of you. Do let me know if you ever need of my healing. I'll be glad to assist you however I can. I think I need some healing right now. Just, you know, it's... Oh, man, did he say his knee? I think my elbow's messed up. Oh, man, if you could just throw some healing back this way. If that enemy employs a hunter, yeah. Surely we can beat fighters. I mean, come on now. Yeah, Algili's Rexham. 2,000 monies, sure. Another report, why not? Sharon O'Cleese, yeah, it makes sense. It'd be right here. But O'Cleese, I didn't realize he had joined the Liberation as well. Yes, my dear Sharon, and now that I have, we can be together once more. Again, very sus dialogue for these two. Wait, is that a flower crown you're carrying? It is, made with the same kind of blossoms as the one you gave me when we first met. You really were the most charming person I'd ever encountered. I can still remember the delicate way you approached me, asking as if I had lost my flower crown somewhere. Well, of course, every angel I had seen in the scriptures was shown wearing it. So when I saw you alone in the middle of the forest, I assumed you had simply misplaced yours. It's rather a shameful memory thinking of it now. Holy texts weren't entirely wrong, though we do wear such ornaments during certain ceremonies. Whoever penned the tomes must have been a remarkable human indeed. Though I must admit, Sharon, I far prefer the crown you made to those of my homeland. Yeah, there's nothing sus about this dialogue. Yeah, sure. I observed this dream blossom capable of transforming a sunny afternoon into the darkest of nights. Well, okay then. That guy seems like X. Raise her head and gaze upon the flickering lights of the endless expanse. They're beautiful, at least just as I remember them being all those years ago. It's almost like we've been thrown back in time to the days of our youth. Indeed, often did I wish to enjoy these sights together while we were apart. And now we can, whenever we want. Okay, presumably that's going to be an actual item in the game. Whether or not it actually has any viability is a different question. What else we got? Another one with Clive? Well, okay then. Suppose they made it real easy to get your cavalry up and running. Alright, Clive training. Now where do I go with all this? Slow now. Thanks for letting me ride with you, sir. When I grow up, I want to be a knight just like you. 'Tis a fine thing that inspired you, indeed. Now then, I must be off. I'll wait until my friends hear about this. Hello there, your highness. How was kind of you to do, Clive? Though you and Adele are both of noble lineage, you never let such matters hinder your relationship with the common man. As is our duties as Knight of the Ash and Blue, status and station are nigh meaningless here in our province. To join our order, all one needs is the talent to hold a blade and the ambition to see their journey through. One such as that boy from earlier. But of course, so long as he truly wishes to become a knight. Think of Bernice and her lack of force. Being born the commoner parents, she couldn't afford a seat of her own. And while she claims it's due to her dislike of the beast, she simply never had the opportunity to learn. Yet while she stood with her order, she was every ounce our equal. Point well made. In truth, I always believe a knight had to come from noble birth. Corny is a nation of great history, your highness. Of great noble families who have endured for centuries, while those beneath them are resigned to subsist off their land. Most knights, on the other hand, belong to the lower nobility, class fully subservient to those of more illustrious houses. And while you might expect such vassalage to be a positive thing, is often right. With exploitation, yeah, we could say that, right? Sure. Yet the providence of the Ash and Blue exists to upend such a system. As has been purposed ever since King Jared granted our order the land we stand upon. My grandfather, the Sacred Blade of Cornea, I only knew him from portraits I've seen on the walls myself. And what a fine image they must have painted. He truly was a master of the sword, as his name suggests. Though from what I understand, he often questioned the morality of royal rule. Why did he deserve to lead the nation? Simply because of the lineage into which he was born. It is definitely an interesting thing, thinking of just the idea of nobilities and whatnot, especially back then. It was that doubt which led him to frequently roam the land, enlisting to his service any able subject he came across, no matter their birth. 'Tis a spirit which the Ash and Blue carries forth to this day in our rejection in a mute-like title or status. We are all knights under the same banner, equals in every way manageable, though as you might expect, such bold proclamations have never garnered the support of the upper mobility. Of course, because people always like to think of themselves as better than other people, it just is what it is. In fact, they've ever despised our order for tarnishing the legacy of their storied houses. Now, we swore allegiance to only one sovereign, the King Gerard, who bestowed this province upon us. And thus our territory has served as a deterrent to the nobility's influence and the cornerstone of a lasting peace in the region. 'Tis some story indeed, Clive. I understand now why you declined to join my royal guard. It's out of pride for your homeland and the will to see those ideals carried through to the next generation of knights. I only hope I didn't bore you with the tale, girls. You did no such thing. 'Tis clear to me now that I know almost nothing about my own kingdom. Please, you mustn't speak so ill of yourself. In the future, Clive, I wish to hear more of this province and your life within its borders, should you be willing to share. I'd be most honored. Alright, nice little actual backstory into the game itself, rather than, I need to liberate absolutely everything to get my kingdom back. A little bit on the longer side for sure, but that's okay. Elaine and Keitra. Well, allowing her to rebuild the bridge kind of worked out, just immediate report conversation. Keitra, the hammer you're carrying, what about it? It's not different from the one you normally would. Can't say I remember seeing such intricate carvings on its handle. Hey, you're right, I must have grabbed the wrong one for the armor this morning. Is there a reason you don't keep your weapon at your side, as most of our soldiers do? Well, a hammer's not like most other weapons. I can barely even fit the thing in my tent. Really, Elaine? Really? Well, why don't you just keep a gigantic hammer on you at all points and times? Besides, sleeping next to something I've used for war would just give me nightmares. I suppose so? Now you've me considering whether I should even be keeping my sword. I'd say so. I mean, you still gotta sharpen it and stuff, right? I don't have to do anything like that myself. And it seems the armory is a fair choice. Though taking the wrong weapon by mistake certainly could cause problems were battle destroyed. Alright, I almost forgot. Someone's probably out there looking for this. I better go give it back to them. Oh, and thanks for noticing, Prince. Come to think of it, the armory tent does hold a fair number of hammers. Perhaps Joseph would know a method of quickly telling them apart. Okay, then. There's one other bridge we still need to repair. It must be through this way, then. Yeah. Alright, well, may as well have Keitra do this one, too. I had already looked at this one. Okay, well, apparently all of our mining put in some work here for us to be able to repair 2 bridges when it costs, what, like 30 stones each for both of them? And that's that, glad I could help. They're pretty nice restorations, though. I mean, the stat booster is pretty good. You get a decent amount of honors out of it, and some money, and renown at that. Yeah. Of course, it does lead to the final battle somehow, which is still crazy to think about. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. As much as I would love to immediately lose, no. You really repaired that old bridge. Good on you. Grand Corian was just across the way here. We haven't beat the hoplite or the thief. This is just getting sad now. I mean, come on, man. Oh, immediately destroyed. That's what you'd like to see right there. It's only 2,000, but when you fight all the classes, it starts to add up. And you've done so too. Good to see Ecclesia's group is just making mincemeat out of them. Can't believe you got the best sorcerers. Yeah. We already talked to you guys before. Is there anything else special we need to do about here? What other quests did we still have in this area? The map, sigils, okay, nothing in particular from what it says. Can we not at least look at Mystorious? I mean, surely we can at least take a look at it. I mean, we've got, like, the uppermost part of the map here. I kind of doubt we could beat the Griffin setup because of the whole flying thing. Of course, they want you to use that specific class in the fight too, so, you know, actually setting us up for that would be worthwhile. But I'm too lazy to do it, so, you know, we'll just overpower them when we get to it. Rebel Fools, Mystorious belongs to us now, and you'll never have it back. Level 25. Okay, that's probably a lot more of a reason why the game doesn't tell me, hey, you should just go into this area right now. Yeah, level 25. I mean, our Lord is level 17. That is still an 8 level disparity, though. Go ahead and give that to our Lord, because of course he's got to be the most OP. I mean, I'll make the rules. I just, you know. These treaties, 3 times XP if they're level 10 or below.
May the Father smile upon me.
Well, may as well go ahead and
I
level
can't
up
fail my
Scarlet a
sacred
little bit.
mission. May the Father smile upon me.
Alright, she's getting some decent levels out of it.
I can't fail my sacred mission.
Edge attack, accuracy, very much so. Who cares? I'll take the HP though.
May the Father smile upon me.
HP, magic defense, evasion, sure. Alright, that got her the level 7. Didn't exactly catch her up immediately, but sure. Yeah, level 25. That's not really happening. So I suppose the next question is, do we go to Elheim or do we go to the Drakenhold? Said Princess Virginia was over here, but also our Revelations was talking about over here. So as this video is already getting longer, I suppose, I don't know, maybe we'll leave it up to you guys, maybe I'll pick it, I'm not entirely sure. That being said, we're going to go ahead and save this video here, and we will continue playing through Unicorn Overlord in the next video. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys then. See ya.